Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to be talking about Azure Active Directory B2C. So it's another service that's provided by Microsoft Azure, and one of the biggest that addresses one of the biggest problems that developers has these days. So when developers build an application, one of the biggest problems that they have is the identity management for the application. So how do the users going to be signing up for the application, and how do they sign in afterwards, and then how do they get the email verification done, and etc. So much of problems overhead, which we, apart from writing the application, which they need to worry about as well. So this Azure Active Directory B2C makes things easier in terms of identity management, and the developers can leverage this Azure Active Directory B2C with their own application, integrate it, and then offload all the identity management into the B2C. So Azure Active Directory B2C is backed by the Azure Active Directory, which is a well distributed and most reliable identity platform that provides authentication for all the Azure services. And it's a well proven service that normally serves billions of authentication for millions of user accounts that's spread across the world. So developers need customer experience to be the best, and it needs to be secure as well. So it's been proven that like 70% of the user accounts sign up drop off is there if you're using your own identity platform to sign in, and that's been proven that it's going to be improved if you're using social identities, because they don't need to create a new account for each application. So Azure Active Directory also provides the social identities, which can be a single click to enroll with the social identity that you have already logged in or going to be logged in. So it takes away a very expensive identity platform, and it makes it very simple. So if you were to do this kind of identity platform on premises, it's going to be very expensive, and this Azure Active Directory B2C makes it really easy and cheap with a pay-as-you-go pricing model. So let's have a look at how Azure Active Directory B2C, how do you configure that. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to create a Azure Active Directory B2C, and then I'm going to use a sample application to integrate Azure Active B2C to provide authentication for that. So let's go ahead. So first of all, we need to, it's another resource that's provided by Azure Active Directory, and let's go ahead and create one to start with. And so that's the resource is called Azure Active Directory B2C. If you search for that, then you will see the Azure Active Directory B2C comes as a resource. You create a new Azure Active Directory B2C tenant. So what normally needs to happen is when you create the Azure Active Directory B2C tenant, you need to first link into your existing subscription. That is because that is mainly for the billing purposes and management purposes, because when you create a B2C directory, it places in nowhere, and you need to tie it to a subscription so that it can be built, and it can also be placed in a resource group afterwards. So as per the first step, you need to create the Azure Active Directory B2C directory itself, and then we'll go ahead and link it to the my existing subscription here. Okay, now that the B2C subscription has been successfully created, let's go ahead and link it to the subscription that I've got. So this is really important that you link it to my existing subscription. Otherwise, it's gonna be there's not gonna be a payment model for that. Also, you're not gonna be able to manage it otherwise. So let's create a new resource group called sp test. So let's select the location as Australia East. and let's create that. Okay, so let's have a look at that resource group now. Once you get the resource group created, that's been added to that resource group now. So now the directory has been created. So let's go ahead and have a look at that directory. So in order for you to manage the directory, you need to get to that directory. So if you go into the portal, you will see the directories that you have access to. So this is the one that I just created. And yeah, so once you get to once you click there, you will get to that directory, and then only you will be able to manage it. So in this video, we looked at an introduction to Azure Active Directory B2C, and then we looked at how we can create an Azure Active Directory B2C within Azure, and then how we integrate that into an existing subscription. So in the next video, I'm going to be talking about each one of these features within Azure Active Directory B2C, and then I'm going to be looking at how we can integrate an actual application in a later video, and then provide that application with authentication using Azure Active Directory B2C. So thanks for watching this video, and looking forward to see you in the next videos.